First off, what were you seeing on those two? Were they similar pitches? Were they very different for you? And also, how good did it feel to end that home run drought in the way that you guys were able to do that?
I like that home run drought. We'll have to tell Mike. He'll laugh at that. Honestly, I was just the first at bat. I got to a full count and was just trying to see fastball kind of away and kind of protect the outer side of the plate. I saw a changeup up and just got my hands through it. And then the next two at bats, I was kind of rolling over on the slider, and Mike just said like make an adjustment, kind of go the other way. And I figured I'd listen to him. He's the hitting coach, and I decided to go the other way, and the wind helped.
Mike, I'll keep it to you. You've coined the phrase this year that this team is a bunch of freaking dogs, in your words.
Yeah.
And how does it feel after today for you to have that dog performance, being the 2 runs, and also Donnie add on to that as well with your performance?
I just want to talk upon Donnie right now. We were joking, if the Duke dog was a person, it'd be Donnie tonight. So, he's been spectacular all year. When he gets on the mound, like, our offense is just so calm, and we know that we're going to get outs, especially from him, and like our offense doesn't need to be very pressure situations. I think kind of that we're freaking dogs. Like, it's just a confidence thing, and we all kind of believed in it, and I think it's kind of why we gotten to this point right now.
Yeah, I'll add to that. In whatever inning it was, maybe the 8th, right? Mike makes a throwing error, and then he comes out and hits a freaking bomb after that. Like, that's the epitome of being a freaking dog, right? Is not letting previous players or previous at bats impact you, positive or negative, and that's Mike Mancini right there, and that was the change of the game.
And Donnie, I know you're one to always talk about your teammates and their performances, but for you in particular, helping your team have its first complete shutout game since March 1st of 2022, especially in this magnitude, can you just kind of elaborate just how big it is to be able to help contribute in these moments, to be able to go to a place that you guys haven't been to?
Yeah, that's pretty cool, right? I didn't know we haven't shut a team out in that long. I was still on the team, so that tells you how old I am. But no, yeah, it's huge, right? This is what we prepare for. This is what we train for. This is what we talk about all offseason is getting to these moments. And I think that's what prepares us, is that we're calm in these moments because we expected them. We prepared ourselves for these moments. This is what all they work in the offseason and why we went through such a grueling offseason, why we have such a hard preseason, and why we schedule the teams we do, why Coach Ike schedules the teams he does early in the season to prepare us for these moments. So, it's pretty exciting.
And I know you've always joked throughout the year of after a game, you've tried to go to Coach and say, I'm ready to throw again. Have you already made the pitch that you want to go again at 6 today? And Coach, are you even going to entertain that thought?
Oh, he's going to ask for sure, but he will not throw at 6 o'clock tonight.
And the best part is that he didn't say anything about tomorrow when we get to tomorrow. So that's the best part.
Do we have anything else for the players?
And then, Mike, I know you were talking about Donnie and playing behind him, but what's it like after pretty much each inning watching him sprint into the dugout celebrating and then get ready to come back out? Just talk about playing behind him throughout this year.
It's fun. Like, he brings so much energy to the dugout. When offense isn't clicking and kind of having quick innings, like, we're not like nervous. We're not pressuring ourselves because Donnie's always ready. I think he's got a rubber arm. I don't know what's going on there, but he's always prepared for every moment, every situation, and kind of just allows everyone to be calm and be in a relaxed state of mind.
And then, Donnie, I know Connor was asking a question in throughout the year 2022, so I'm going to also mention something from 2022 when you guys didn't make the conference tournament, and now you guys are playing in the regional final. I know that you've got a bunch of other players, that your teammates who have experienced this as well, but how does it feel? Have you processed any of that at all, of knowing that just 2 years ago you guys weren't even given an opportunity to play for then the CAA title, and now you're getting a chance to fight for a regional final spot?
Yeah, that's something that we, at least us old guys, think about a lot, is that we had 3 consecutive seasons where we either weren't eligible for the playoffs or we didn't make it. So I don't want to say it's a chip that we carry on our shoulder, but it's definitely something that we acknowledge. But at the same time, it's not anything it changes the way we go about our business. This is the best team that we've ever been on. That any of the fifth year guys will tell you that. Not in terms of talent, but in terms of the team itself, right? Something we talked about early on was that the best teams always beat the most talented groups, and this is the best team that we've ever been on. And I think that's why that's what got us here. I think. Can I take this? This is sick. Can I take it?
You might need it Monday.
Will you print it on?
Okay.
Can I
print
take it?
another one? We'll print another one. Take it.
This is sick.
Questions for the coach?
It's sick.
Coach, I know we talked a lot about Donnie today. Can you just kind of talk about what's it like to have a fifth-year guy like that on your roster that you can trust to go out and throw 155 pitches in about 48 hours?
Yeah, I mean, he's one of the ones that lets it all, leaves it on the field. Is the best way to put it. I mean, he leaves it on the field, and he's prepared to do that. I mean, he's at the back end of his career, and he showed today what makes him so special is his ability to compete in the moment, make pitches in the moment. There was a discussion of making a change in the seventh, and I told Coach Farrick to go talk to him, because I felt my gut was just leave him in, and Coach Farrick walked off the mound and said I'm going to leave him in. And then when he got through the eighth, I was like, I'm not taking the ball out of his hands. He's earned this right, and rightfully so with the way he's been, from the start of his career until now. I mean, he really competes at a high level, and he likes to win, and it's a true fact that I tell him, hey, I'll talk to you on 6 days a week, but the one day you pitch, I'm not going to talk to you. Let him just go out there and do his thing. And so he had a special performance tonight.
And realistically, heading into this game with your game plan, how long were you expecting him to go once he entered?
Oh, he was going to go a long time if he was on. Obviously, we had Casey start the game to kind of buy us some outs, knowing that Donnie had probably 100 pitches in him, 120 pitches maybe. But with the way he competes, and the way he's built, I wasn't taking the ball out of his hands in that situation. He was really electric tonight.
So jumping ahead to about 2 hours and 45 minutes from now, what are you thinking right now up front about your pitching staff for this regionals finals game?
We're going to mix and match. We will sit, we'll group on the bus ride back to the hotel real quick and change, and then me and Coach Farrick and I will talk about how we want to do this, and we'll mix and match with our staff.
I don't got to move the camera anymore. Coach, I also wanted to ask about in the ninth that Mason Dunaway diving or sliding grab to get the out, just kind of how big that was, and was there any moments like in the seventh or eighth where you're feeling your blood pressure starting to spike a little bit, knowing how intense things were getting? Or
we had 3 guys ready, kind of mixing and matching with their lineup, and I mean, when you get guys on base, you kind of they're potent offense, and so Mason kept the energy on our side by making that play. I mean, the hit by pitch that turned into strike 3. I mean, Donnie looked right at me and said he leaned into it. So the communication on the field was excellent, and our guys were just in the moment and competing at that time.
And then after on Friday, you said after the loss, whatever happened in this dugout is gone, and now you had your chance at redemption, was able to follow through. Just tell me how big that is and what that says about this team that can be always just one game at a time and be able to put the past in the rearview mirror.
Well, this team responds, and they did that just that in the last 2 games. And I think the biggest thing is just understanding this team likes to compete and they're tough, and they responded in the right way.
In the Sun Belt tournament, Ryan Dooley said that you guys like playing with your back against the wall, and it's kind of proven here so far. You've gone to the losers bracket in both things, and you've fought out of it to get to these finals. What is it about this team that they just can't go away and they just keep fighting back?
Well, I mean, they love each other, and they play for each other, and like I said, they're a tough team, and they love to compete, and that's one of the things that this team does. Is no matter if it's in pickup hoops or ping pong or whatever it is, these guys love to compete, and they do it every day.
Anything else for Coach? All right, we'll see you in a few hours.
Thank you.